Hey there, it's your Wisconsin Wine Guy. I am back with another wine review for you. Wow, December of 2021. Can you believe it? Wow, it's the end of the year. That year went by so fast. I'm going to keep saying that. The year went by so fast. You can already see the name of these wines, but we'll get to that in a minute. But these are all wines that I review that you can find on your shelves of your everyday liquor store, grocery store, and also in some wine shops. I give you my opinion of what I think about the wine, so I taste through them. And I utilize my infamous thumb rating system. Thumbs up simply means that I recommend this wine. I'm digging it, I'm enjoying it, and I hope that you would enjoy it too in that recommendation. 3/4, I had this wine at a party, or if I had this wine at a party, and I was just vibing with it, you know what? I would buy a few more bottles of that and share with my friends. Halfway, not so much, it was something about it, and I'll tell you what it was, why it didn't work for me, but doesn't mean it won't work for you. So you give it a try and let the rest of us know what you think. And thumbs down, well, that's always an easy one. So now, to today's review. 3 wines here. You know how I feel about when I have wines from the same winery? I'd like to get an idea of what's that thumbprint, what's the consistent taste and underlying taste in these wines, but reading through these wines, there's a little bit difference going on here, so I may not get to get that. So here we go. We have a white, a rosé, and a red by Avaline is the name of the wine. Get a look at that. All the information right in the front of the bottle. Avaline, even know how to pronounce the name of the wine. So this is a partnership between 2 women, Cameron Diaz and Catherine Power. They got together and said, hey, I want to make a wine that's going to make you feel good, it's going to be good for you, and it's just going to taste delicious. All right, so they got together, they did that, and created this line, Avaline Wines. Here's what they talk about, each of these wines. The Avaline wines are made with organic grapes, vegan-friendly, free of added sugar, artificial colors, and concentrates. All right? Also, including a small amount of sulfites, where some could be as high as 340 parts per million, or this is less than 100 parts per million, per wine that's being made, so making a wine that's has a cleanness to it. So all organic grapes, one can only assume, it didn't say here, one can assume that it's sustainably farmed, but all the grapes are organic for each of these. And each of these wines has an influence and the winemaker in the place where they're from. So there's a sense of place. They're all non-vintage, okay? What non-vintage, is that a bad thing or a good thing? Well, you know what? It can be a good thing, because non-vintage simply means that this is a blend of different juices from different vintages to create this wine. That's all that means, right? All right, so here we go. Let's go through. We have our white. We're going to get these poured. So each of these wines are actually a blend of several grapes. That's what was so exciting about it. It's like, wow, a blend of several grapes, and also from a specific country with influence, and the winemaker for each of these wines are different. So there won't be a consistent taste in that regards, but what they tried to produce was to be consistent in the type of wine that was being produced from these grapes, right? So we get them all poured up first, and as usual, we're going to go through and taste all the wines and give you my opinion once I finish tasting through them all. Let's go through. We have our white in the line. First in the line, a white wine. It's going to be a blend of 3 grapes coming out of Spain. All right. So you're going to have the Malvasia, Macabeo, and what do we got over here? Oh, Xerel-lo. Xerel-lo. You can find that Xerel-lo in Cavas, right? So Xerel-lo, Malvasia, and Macabeo with the white blend coming out of Spain. Alcohol is 11.6%, almost 12%, but 11.6%. Organic grapes. Then we have the rosé coming in at 12.6%. That's going to be a blend of, I had to get my notes, Grenache, Cinsault, Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Caladoc, C-A-L-A-D-O-C. A completely new grape. There are so many grapes in this world. How can you keep up with them? But this is another grape that hails in France. One of those obscure grapes, that was part of a lot of different blends that you probably didn't know about. But here it is right here. This grape, this wine, rosé, has its influence from the Provence. They were looking for creating a Provençal type of rosé when they did this one here, based on what I read. We're going to see how it tastes if they got there. And then the red is coming in with alcohol of 14.5%. Says right here, Viva de France or Vin de France. All right, this is going to be a blend of Grenache and Syrah. All right. Wow, wow, this is going to be nice. So let's get the taste and give it a start. Avaline Wines, a collaboration of winemakers and two women creating a clean wine. What do you mean by clean wine? A wine, again, as I said, no additives, vegan, organic. Oh, the nose on the white. This is the white blend, the Spanish white, all right? Wow, you get lemon, you get stone fruit. Ooh, but that lemon is underneath there and a little green, a little leafiness to it, all right? Wow, that's nice. That's a nice note on that one. Now for the rosé. Bunch of grapes in here in this rosé, right? Let me tell you that white had a very fresh nose to it. The rosé nose is very delicate. You get red fruits, so strawberry. Ooh, strawberry. A little cranberry for me, but very subtle. Again, and subtle floral notes, but very, very light, very delicate. And now for our red, okay? Also, hailing out of France, a blend of Grenache and Syrah, like the Rhone, part of the Rhone. Well, but Grenache, Syrah. Dark berries abound. You look at that color on that red. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I would say that the red is unoaked, in addition to the others are unoaked, obviously, but unoaked. But look at that coloring on that. That is beautiful. Wow. And our white, it's almost, you look in the bottle, and the bottle is clear. It's like almost clear with greenish hues you're getting in the white here, right? And our rosé. Remember we had that video I told you, there's all these different variations of rosé, all right? But this rosé is like very light pinkish, but very light color. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, some would call this salmon, but I'll just call this just a light pinkish color. I mean, it's gorgeous, all right? So now, for the taste, first step, we're going to rinse, all right? Rinse with all the wines, and we're going to rinse and try to taste or feel for the acidity. No acidity, no play. We're going to do the white first. Wow. Nice. I probably should have did that white last, and I'll tell you why when I get to talking about it. All right. So, very good acidity. I mean, not like killer, but nicely blended. Nicely balanced on my palate. Lots of citrus notes there. Okay. Now for the rosé. Rosé gonna have to get a double rinse after that one. Okay. Maybe not. That rosé is holding its own. Now, for those rosés, especially this light, it's like in between that red and that white category. I mean, this is hitting on the mark when it comes to that. So it's holding its own. It's like a red wine, a red grape wine, that tastes like a white wine. Nice. And not unusual when the lighter the wine is when it's made, not unusual to get more white grape characteristics than you would red. Not unusual at all. Now for the red, again, nice acidity, nicely balanced. Both of these wines, the rosé and the white, thus far, very easy, very elegant. Now, our red, nice. Good tannins to it, but not killer tannins. Definitely each of these wines are going to be food wines. They're easy to drink on their own, but I think they're all going to be great food wines. There's a lot of flavor that exists there in the background that I can pick up on, that you put it with the right foods, just explosion. So now, acidity is good on all three of these. Let's go back to the taste, and I'm going to stick with this order. All right, so now for the white, That's the Spanish Great Blend, Xerel-lo, Malvasia, Macabeo. Mm. Mm. Wow. I get like almost subtle mandarin orange. I get like a white peach. I get some citrus notes. You know, I want to go with like lemon and subtle, almost grapefruity. But when I drink this wine, I like to say, first thing come to mind is this: Pinot Grigio meets Sauvignon Blanc. Especially talking about those grapes as part of this blend. That's what you get here, just crisp, refreshing, clean tasting. Wow, that's very nice. Yeah, there's that word again, clean, right? Now for the rosé. Deep down, you pick up those red notes. Within those white wine notes come through. Again, very clean, very elegant, light. Probably be great with food, delicate flavored foods, you know, just light snacks. I mean, I'm liking that so far. Wow. Now for the red. Again, unoaked. Not many people drink unoaked red wines. I actually enjoy unoaked red wines if I can find good ones that have depth and flavor, you know, structure to them. Sometimes you need the oak, but just the pure wine or the pure grape itself. Pour a little bit more of that one. So again, with food, subtle spice there, dark berries for sure. And I like the tannins, just the natural tannins there. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go across the board on each of these. All right, so our white, the blend, the Spanish Great Blend, thumbs up. Pinot Grigio meets Sauvignon Blanc, coming out of Spain. Avaline, I mean, delicious. I'm just really enjoying that wine. The rosé, think elegance, you know, think light, think, you know, lush, you know, think, you know, I have red wine notes, but it tastes like a white wine, you know, so very versatile, you know, in either way with food. Great on a hot day, great, excuse me, great on a cold day as well. Wow, I mean, that's really nice. Thumbs up. Thumbs up for the white, thumbs up for the rosé. Now for the red again. I mean, that nose is nice too, you know. Dark berries and spice on the nose. In fact, it makes me think about, you know, some kind of food like a taco or something. Wow, nice. Now, for what it is, we can't grade this like it's a classic wine with barrel aging and years on it. A food, it reminds me of, I'm going to give it a thumbs up, first of all. I'll give it a thumbs up. But this reminds me of a wine and a grape I had many years ago, Dornfelder out of Germany. It was a dry Dornfelder. You know, it had, you know, nice depth of fruit. It was dry, but nice depth of fruit. But you had to really taste it. But as soon as you put that with food and spices, poof, right? There it was, hiding behind the dryness, the flavors there. But you really have to taste this. Like, really hold this on your palate and taste the nuances and the flavor profile of these wine, of those grapes in here. So it's going to be thumbs up across the board for each of these. I'm digging these wines. Give them a try. Let me know what you think. I'm curious to know. That's Avaline Wines, a partnership between two women, Cameron Diaz and Catherine Power, you know, together with winemakers from Spain and France. There you have it. There it is. And I'll see you next time. I'm going to dig on this, you know, Pinot Grigio meets Sauvignon Blanc. Ciao. Let your palate be the guide.